I had been rejected from 3,100 acting job applications.
Failure management, everybody.
I wear that badge so proudly.
For those of you who don't know
who Steven is, you have been living under a rock.
Emotional damage.
He runs a very successful YouTube channel.
Hugely successful creator. He's a content creator, businessman, entrepreneur, comedian, and now a walking meme.
I will send you to Jesus.
They're very funny.
The one and only Steven He.
Professional failure.
You're still a failure.
I started making videos.
And you know what my mom said to me? Stop being a wuss.
I'm gonna try 5 and it's gonna fail. I'm gonna try 20 and it's gonna fail. And I'm gonna try another 100.
Hello? You want the Gucci bag?
An agonizing decline of about 400 videos.
And something may hit.
That video made me $20.
every great thing came from thousands of failures.
And the channel instantly exploded past 1 million subscribers.
It's called failure.
These 3 insights helped me a lot in getting to where I am. The next day, I made $3,000 in one day. And I remember this one moment that changed everything for me.
Thank you. Oh my God, you guys are so hyped. Thank you for coming. Jesus. Wow. I am Steven He, a professional failure, and today I thought I'd come here and I'd share a few insights about kind of how I grew everything and my journey of becoming Steven He. And the topic that I kind of want to talk about is a part of, a lot of us mentioned, like Baiju's incredible story, DP World. A small part of it, which is mighty important, is failure. And I thought I'd be the perfect person to talk about this because I've been in this profession my whole life. 15 years work experience by the time I was 9. So a lot of you guys know from my videos, because my dad roasts me all the time, before I became a content creator, I was an actor. I was born and raised in China, immigrated to Ireland, grew up in China for about 11 years. 13 years old was when I started acting. I did my first stage play, and then I never looked back. That's all I wanted to do. So stage, theater, musicals, plays, all the way up till 17, then went to university in London to study acting, because an acting degree gets you all of the jobs. My favorite part about acting was delivering this line, "Would you like fries with that?" I wrote, one of my favorite jokes I've ever written is my dad talks to me and he says, Steven, I tell you what, I tell all inspiring actors, venti latte or caramel, please. So that sums up my acting career. That all I needed was that joke to share the background with that. I finished my bachelor's degree in London, did a summer of theater in London at Marylebone Theatre, Park Theatre, and then went to New York to study acting more. And this time in one of the best acting schools on the planet, the Neighborhood Playhouse, with countless Oscar winners like Robert Duvall, Diane Keaton, Gregory Peck, Steve McQueen, and after that 2 years of training, I went into the industry and I was a professional. I remember this so well. I was so excited. I was fully trained. I was an adult. I was going to audition and I was going to make a career as an actor. And so I woke up hungry every single day. I would submit and apply to every single acting job I found. Anything that required a male, I would submit for. And then I remember my first audition in New York City. I had an audition for a Netflix show. I was auditioning for 2 scenes in 1 episode of a Netflix show. I'm not allowed to tell you which one. I didn't get it, by the way, so it doesn't matter. I was so excited, I took 2 hours to prepare. I ran my lines, I knew everything, I built my character, I was fully ready. I went on the subway, I went for an hour's subway ride, arrived at the thing 45 minutes early because I'm professional. And I sat in the waiting room with all my fellow actors until the casting assistant came over and he said, Steven He? I was like, oh, that's me. So I walked into the audition room. The casting assistant said, here is your mark. So I stood on my mark. She went behind the camera and the casting director was sitting behind a desk on her phone scrolling. The assistant said, whenever you're ready. So I was like, okay. And I summoned up all of my acting training and I gave it my best shot. And something that I'll always remember is, throughout that entire audition, the casting director never looked up once. My mom was right. My mom had always told me, it's not going to work out, you're not going to become an actor. When I was about probably 14, 15, my mom sat me down in Ireland and she said, you don't look like the people on TV. But I thought I was special. I didn't believe her. I was like, no, Ma, I'm special. I can do this. So I carried on and I continued and I tried and I applied again. By the time the pandemic hit, I had been rejected from 3,100 acting job applications. Failure management, everybody. 3,100 acting applications. Most of them didn't even let me audition. And those that I did, I booked very little. And I remember I never made 1 month's rent. The most a theater job paid me was like $300, $350. I think the most money I ever made was I did a feature film as one of the leading characters and I was paid $1,800. That, if you want to do the math, that's well below minimum wage. I don't even know how they got away with that. And I remember this one moment that changed everything for me. I was on my phone with my mother during the pandemic where nothing was happening. There was no more auditions. Any auditions that I had landed were canceled, and there was absolutely nothing I could do. And I was on the phone with my mother, and I was defeated. I said to her, Mom, I don't know if I'll ever make minimum wage acting. And that's when I just made a decision. I decided I was going to be world-class successful. I realized how remarkably stupid that sounds. I just decided, yep, that's me, I'm gonna be that. How? I have no idea. So with this new decision, I went out and I seeked. I wanted to be massively famous and I wanted to make millions of dollars, but I didn't know how. So I called up the only millionaire I knew at the time and I said, hi, I want to be like you, how can I do that? And he recommended me the books, which I read all of. And then I wanted to study from the best in my field, the most successful actors on the planet, but I couldn't reach them. So I read their books, I listened to their podcasts, I watched their interviews, and that's when I came across the first insight that I want to share with you guys today. I was listening to Leonardo DiCaprio. Do you guys know who he is? Yes, good, okay. I was listening to his interview with the Screen Actors Guild where he was talking about his journey as an actor. And I heard this thing that just absolutely blew my mind. He very casually said, oh yeah, that was that year where I auditioned and booked nothing. I was like, what? Leonardo DiCaprio auditioned for a whole year and only got rejected? No, wait, that's not Leo. Leo is Oscars, red carpet, money, Lamborghinis, most successful actor in the world. How was he getting rejected? I thought it was just me. I thought it was because I wasn't handsome enough or I wasn't talented enough. And then I continued on, I studied, and I was listening to Rami Malek, an Oscar winner, again, one of my favorite actors on the planet, and he was saying when he joined the Screen Actors Guild, he couldn't even afford to pay the $800 entrance fee. Even I could do better than that. What? I thought it was just me failing. But no, that's the first insight on my journey of successful people fail, and oftentimes way more than you think. So with that insight, I went on and I continued. Except there was nothing to do at the time. There was no more auditions, there was no productions. Even if I wanted to put on a production, I couldn't because of the pandemic. So I looked into content creation and I came up with this plan. It's a very stupid plan. I thought, if I could command viewership, then maybe I can skip casting altogether and leverage it right to the producers. I imagined I'd walk into Disney and say, hey Disney, if you would like another 3 million viewers, cast me. And that's how I started on this plan. By the way, that didn't work at all. So I was completely wrong. But I started making videos. First, I studied every YouTuber I liked, and then I went out to study new YouTubers from the best in the world, like Mr. Beast and PewDiePie and Nasir. I studied everything from you guys. How you upload, how many times, what time of day, what kind of videos, how do you pace your video, how do you edit. And then I went into my niche of comedy skits.
I studied Caleb City, RDC World, Nathan Dwan. I even studied traditional, like Key and Peele, SNL, all of the television shows that I watched growing up. And then I went on to make my very first video, and it got nothing. I'm sure everyone here relates to that, right? My first video got about 20 views, but I thought, okay, no problem. I made another one. It got about 200 views. Growth, great. I made another one. It got about 2,000. And then it got stuck at 2,000 for as long, I felt like an eternity it was stuck at 2,000 every single video. And I remember this moment very well because my 120th comedy skit was my first video to hit 1 million views. Here you guys are. Yeah.
First projectile, duck under to create smaller target, directing the next throw to an easily dodgeable low aim. Second projectile, use engaged right leg to accelerate upwards. Third projectile, extend arms to stabilize while guiding momentum through the torso to the right foot. Direct projectile back with triple the speed. Dinner delayed, PlayStation confiscated, whooping defended.
Oh my God. It's such a trip down memory lane looking at that. Wow, that was so long ago. That video made me $20. People relate to this? Oh, I was rich. Mom, I'm famous. Get the camera, Mom. Bag of Doritos on me, Ma. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I was feeling great. And then I made another one, even better, exactly like that. And it got 2 million views. And I was blown, oh my God, this is the moment, this is it. And then I made another one, and it crashed all the way down to 10,000 views. Wait, what am I doing wrong? Why isn't, I thought I was the million view guy, what am I doing wrong? And then I made another, and it's back to 5,000 views. And another, and it was back to 4,000. And then an agonizing decline of about 400 videos, until at video number 220, I created a character called Asian Dad. There he is, there's the character. So I was looking for video ideas. Well, what's something fun I can make videos about? And I thought, hey, my uncle always did this thing that I thought was funny. My uncle in China, anytime he'd get a call trying to sell him something, he would try to sell the same thing back. So I thought, hey, it was funny if we had a telemarketer who called and went, hey sir, we noticed your car's warranty is expired. You want to buy the car? What? I sell the car at $300, special price for you, my friend. No, I'm not trying to buy a car. 2 car, I give you 2 car, buy one, get one free. No, I'm not trying to buy a car today, thank you very much. Click. Hello? You want the Gucci bag? What? Gucci handbag, half price for you? No. You want the iPhone 22, not even out yet? What the hell? iPhone 22, best CPU yet, battery power, best camera in a phone. No, sir. Okay, I'm not trying to buy a phone today. No, thank you. Oh, but you don't even know how many megapixels. Fine, how many megapixels? All of them. No, sir, I'm not trying to buy a phone. Stop calling me. Click. Hello, you want the Nike shoes? Sir, I'm not trying to buy no Nike shoes. We got the Air Jordan, Ground Jordan, Water Jordan. Water Jordan? What? And I made that video, and it did nothing. It was below average performance again. But I love this character, so I made another one, and I made another 5. And by number 8, it had gone absolutely viral. I remember it crossed 1 million views in one day. But not only did that one video go viral, all Asian Dad videos went viral. It was 8 at the same time. And the channel instantly exploded past 1 million subscribers. I was watching the money. Because I'm Chinese, I gotta go right to the revenue tab, you know what I'm saying? Day 1, I made about $80. I was like, if I can make $80 every day, 80 multiplied by 3, I could pay rent. Jeez. And then the next day I checked, I'd made $300. Mom, get the camera! The next day I made $800, and the next day I made $3,000 in one day.
I called my mom immediately. I was like, Mom, I can pay my student loan! Yes! I continued on with the Asian Dad videos, and there's insight number 2 that I found, which was, don't be afraid to put things out there because it's impossible to know what will work. So put things out there. And speaking of things you can't expect, I became a meme. This was about 40 videos later. I was thinking of video ideas and I thought, I was playing video games. There was a game called Dark Soul where I die every 2 seconds and I hated that game so much. I had to make a video about it. So I was like, wouldn't it be funny if Asian Dad is playing the video game and he gets so frustrated because everything kills him. You know, it's so difficult that the leaf kills you, 2 feet of fall damage kills you, everything kills you. And I was like, I'll be creative. There could be physical damage, there could be magical damage. I finished my script, I set up ready to shoot. I was at home in Ireland and my mother was helping me shoot. We shot the first day, which was the in-game portion. That's the part where I just died for like 20 minutes straight. And then the next day, I was gonna shoot the Asian Dad portion. I woke up, I had the worst fever. I was coughing, I was sweating, I felt terrible. And I said to my mother, I said, Mom, I don't really feel like filming this. Let's cancel the video. And you know what my mom said to me? Stop being a wuss! And then she turned behind to the camera and pressed record. And then this happened.
对，就这样挺好笑的，没事。这样我觉得戴帽子挺好笑的。OK。
Emotional damage! The hell? You know what that video did? It did absolutely nothing. Again, nothing. Below average performance for 1 month, nothing happened. 2 months later, nothing happened. 4 months later, I get a voice message from a friend of mine, and I opened up and he said, Steven, get off my For You page. I can't scroll without seeing you everywhere. And then I got another message. He said, Steven, you're all over the internet. What are you doing? What happened? Was it a video of mine? Did I do something? And then my mother called me. She teaches Chinese in Ireland. She said, my 13-year-olds are all screaming emotional damage in the class. That's when my career kind of blew up. The channel went from 2 million subscribers to 5 million subscribers, and I had a consistent career with a lot of ups and downs up until now. 3 times the algorithm would change, and I would lose 90% of my revenue, and I had to build from nothing, just like Desire was saying. And that's the third insight that I want to share with you, which is probability over luck. What's the difference? Proactivity is the difference. See, you don't have power over your luck, not in any way, I understand, but you do have power over your probability. The reason I wasn't doing anything, I wasn't making it anywhere, was because I focused on luck. I looked at Daniel Radcliffe and went, when he was a child, he became Harry Potter and his whole career sorted. He's the lucky one. If I was that lucky, I'd be there too. I'd look at people who make 1 video and go to 2 million views and I'd say, he's lucky. If I was that lucky, I'd be there too. But that got me nowhere. And see, in our kind of industry of the film and TV world, there is this saying that gets thrown around everywhere, the 1 in a million. Everyone says that. Oh, Timothy Chalamet, he's 1 in a million. Oh, if I were 1 in a million, I could do that too. And then I came up with this remarkably stupid thought again, which is, if you want to win a 1 in a million chance lottery, you just have to lose 1 million times. So these 3 insights helped me a lot in getting to where I am. They're the fuel that drove my ship. 1, successful people fail more. 2, put it out there because you never know. And then 3, probability over luck. And I invite you to take value from that and use it towards your own adventures, because in your journey to building something truly great, and I believe this with my whole heart, to the point where I named my company Failure Management Productions, failure is not a roadblock, it is the road. Thank you. Thank you.
Subscribe for more sessions of Nas Summit from around the world.